Scat Packs, Hellcats, I'm saying it, don't even bother. Just don't even bother running up because you will get walked. All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. Today we're going to be talking about the 2024 Tesla Model 3 Performance. Now, you've been hearing a lot about this vehicle. And if you've recently been following me, you know I picked up a 2024 Tesla Model Y long range dual motor. So the car has been great. The Model Y has been phenomenal. But I'm thinking about doing something that I planned on doing this in 2023. But, you know, once I saw some shifts in the industry, I sold my Model 3 to get a performance Model 3 and ended up not doing it. My love for V8s just wouldn't let me do it. So what I decided to do is try again in 2024 and is to go all EV. So the first step, and there's still a 2023 Model 3 in the garage. She drives that regularly. I drive it sometimes. But ultimately, I'm going to push to try to go all EV this time and try to stay with it. I don't know how long I could do it. But I did order a 2024 Model 3 Performance. And the reason I went on ahead and ordered it is because I thought this car was going to be released at the end of last year. That was the only reason that I sold my Model 3 when I did. And the Tesla people just didn't know. They were kind of throwing numbers out there and dates and saying that it was going to be coming, but ultimately it didn't. So when it didn't come, the market wasn't the same when I went back in to buy an EV. So I decided to just stay away from it for a while and go back to my V8s. Well, the time has come and Tesla has announced. Now, obviously I know that I could probably get a Plaid at any time. The Plaids now are much less in price. I actually know people who bought the Plaid from 2022 and before, and they paid a pretty penny for it too. So they paid well over 100,000, but the rates were different back then. Some of them got 1%, some of them got 2%. So it was different. So they paid more, but they have a lower interest rate. However, I'd still want to pay less overall. So in this video, we're going to talk about my build, my delivery date, my experience so far with waiting on this car. Now, the 2024 Model 3 Performance was, I think it was initially launched by Tesla or spoken of around April 23rd or so. Now, when I got an email for it, I saw it and I was like, man, I just don't know if I could do it yet. So I gotta think this through. I didn't have the Model Y at this time. The Model Y was popped up after I placed my order for the Model 3. So on the 23rd of April, when the car kind of started to circulate, I was like, man, I got to do it. But I never pulled the trigger. And then a few days later, I said, you know what? I better do this just in case. It's just $250. If I change my mind, you know, whatever. So I put my order in and I chose the color and spec that I wanted. Ultimately, it's going to look the same as the other two Teslas in the garage with the ultra red or whatever. Now, the Model 3 is multi-coat red or something like that, but my Model Y is ultra red because it's now offered on those. So I chose the ultra red with the black interior, no secret. Pretty much like every car I've ordered up to this point with the ultra red. But yeah, I got the ultra red and the black interior, and that's it. And when I ordered my car, I got it. Thank goodness, man. I ordered when I did, because I got it before the 2 price increases. Oh, man. I feel bad for the people that didn't jump in early. The people that were, like me, were hesitant, but I pulled the trigger, man. I pulled the trigger. So the car, when I ordered it, was I got my car for $52,990. And I'll show you my paperwork and everything, so don't worry about that. But I ordered it on April 26th, and my total price, I paid $52,990. And the pricing on this thing increased somewhere at the beginning of May, I believe, to $53,000, which they raised it $1,000. And then towards the middle of May, end of May, closer to current day, it went to $54,900. So they raised it $2,000. It went up in price on April 27th, I believe, because I ordered mine on the 26th. And then I started to hear rumors and circulations of, man, the price increased. And I was like, what is everybody making these videos for? And sure enough, the price increased $1,000 right after I bought mine. So I was like, glad I ordered, glad I didn't wait any longer than I did. And then again, it jumped again like a week or two ago to $54,909, basically $55,000 is the starting price. Now, I believe the reason Tesla is doing this is because I think they probably didn't I don't know. My assumption is that they want to make more money, obviously. But the demand for the car, even at 50, because sometimes when people talk about things online, you give the OEM, oh man, I didn't know this. I know people felt like this. So let me make more money. Let me increase the price. And so when you were if you would compare the long range to the performance came out less because of the changes that Tesla has done for the tax credit. Well, the tax credit now, you need to make less than $150,000 or $300,000 for a family. And so more people qualify. So currently the long range of the recording of this video, May 27th, at the recording of this video, the long range and the rear wheel drive do not qualify for the tax credit of $7,500 that you can instantly apply now. So if Tesla keeps the price at $55,000 starting, they knock out a ton of people's configurations. Let's just see it for what it is. The only configuration they're doing now that you can get it for based on and getting the tax credit and get it for the $55,000 is to take the free color, which is the stealth gray, and now they're doing white interior for $0. So you can ultimately only change the interior to white and have the stealth gray, and you'll have a Model 3 Performance for $55,000. And then you'll qualify for the $7,500 incentive if you qualify, and then you'll get it for the $47,000. So when people were comparing, they were going online just talking about it, and they basically kind of put it. I'm not saying the people online that do all this influencing made this happen, but it's kind of strange that Tesla bumped that price 2 times before the cars are even delivered, and it knocked out a lot of configurations. Now, you'll see currently that there are 2, if you search, you'll see 2 people have theirs in the United States, or 3. There's a guy in California who has a white one with black interior. There's a guy who has a stealth gray with, I think, white interior in California. And then there's another guy, I forget I think he's in California too. He actually ordered a white with a black interior. So I've only known of 3 that actually have confirmed pickups. Now, there are more people that have the car, they just don't post it online, because I'm starting to see a lot of people that are posting they're not doing videos of their cars, they're just posting that they have the car. So, but I believe I haven't seen any ultra reds. That is the color I chose, and I'm glad I got in when I did, because if I would not have, I wouldn't have qualified for the $7,500 tax credit. I got my car for, if you minus the tax credit, was it 47? So I paid 54,990 minus 7,500 minus 250. I paid $47,240, folks. That is a good deal for the performance car. And when you consider what the long range costs, which doesn't qualify for the tax credit, it costs more. So if I spec this car with the ultra red in the long range, I pay more. I paid $2,000 more. So I think Tesla kind of got wind of all the chatter online and people blabbing about it. Oh my God, the long range costs more. The Model Y is a better deal, because in that short window, it's already been increased to eliminate all these people who could possibly qualify for the tax credit, making the long range now lesser in price, because more people are probably not going to be willing to spend the $1,000 on the interior, on the performance, or they got it free now, or they just won't change their color. You know what I'm saying? Most people might not want to do that. So because it knocks them out of the $7,500, thus creating a bunch of stealth gray cars with white interior or black interior on the road if you want to qualify for the tax credit. Now, I believe that Tesla probably will decrease the price of the Model 3 Performance at some point, but since it is such a high demand and people are just going crazy for this car, I'm happy that I ordered when I did. So ordering the car, you just go in and place your order like any other Tesla. You get a confirmation, you start the process, and then that's it. And you wait for your delivery date. Now, speaking of delivery dates, and yeah, I spec'd mine at Ultra Red, and that's the only change I made, and I still got it for the $54,990. Without that, my car would have been $52,000, and I've also ultimately would have gotten the car for about $45,000 for a performance. If I just would have went with stealth gray and black interior, I could have got it for $45,000, which makes it lesser in price than the Ultra, than the long range. So that's such a huge deal. But let's move forward to, again, my spec is Ultra Red. That's it. And I think that's probably going to be the most popular color because I haven't seen any deliveries of the Ultra Red except for one, I think. And he didn't do a delivery. He just took it to the track. So, no, that's actually a long range. So no, I haven't seen any performance Model 3s Ultra Red yet, deliveries. Nonetheless, let's talk about my delivery date. I don't believe that it's going to change that fast when it comes to my delivery date. So, hey, pup. Let's talk about how many times my delivery date has changed. My delivery date has changed 3 times. So my initial time was June 2024, and it changed to July 9th to August 20th or something like that. And now my current delivery date says July 3rd to August 7th. And this recently changed in the last week. The dates can fluctuate like that over and over and over again. If you're waiting on a Tesla, it doesn't matter if it's this one or not. It could change at any time. If you're waiting on one to be built to order, it can just change. She's looking like, what the heck are you doing? I'm recording a video. So yeah, my delivery date has changed 3 times and I'm looking for it to change again. Hopefully it'll keep coming closer to June because it is May 27th at the recording of this video. And I'm really hoping to get my car at least by the middle of June. That'll be cool. But if it doesn't, I'll wait it out till July 1st, July 3rd or whatever, hopefully as soon as, you know. But now let's talk about the EPA range. Now there was a message that went out from Tesla that, you know, there was going to be delays in deliveries because the estimated range hasn't been official yet. Well, it started off at 296. So when I placed my order, the estimated range said 296. Now it is official that it says 303 miles for the Performance Model 3 is the estimated range. Now, obviously, you're not going to get all of that. That's what I'm getting out of my long range Model Y. That's estimated at 310. So, you know, you're not going to get 303 miles. I wish Tesla's miles were closer to the real numbers like Chevy does. Chevy and Cadillac have real estimated range on theirs, and it's pretty much what you get. Also, the Ioniq 6 and the Hyundais, those tend to have the accurate range, and it's really close to what is being advertised. But, you know, of that 303, I'm looking to get 280 probably. I'll be cool with that because it is going to be a performance vehicle for me for spirited driving, I'll say. Now, this is a car that I will be willing to take it to the track because, you know, Tesla rates it at 0-60 at 2.9. And that's another question that a lot of people are starting to circulate on the internet. What is the quarter mile on this car? It should be high 10s, folks. It should be high 10s until you get, and people say, oh, the draggy, take it to the track, man. That's what I would prefer people to do. Because it's going to be the best way to really get to see how a real driving situation would go. Now, obviously, Tesla is pretty much our stoplight king. So you just can't catch a Tesla at the stoplight. You're going to have to be very well spec'd to keep up with a Tesla from a stop, especially if it's all-wheel drive. You're just going to get walked to you know, you're going to have really have a really fast car. And that was, I'm going to close out here. That is something that another reason why I'm moving towards this direction, because there's not a lot out there, folks, that can touch electric cars from a start or any kind of punch it and go. It's just not going to happen. You can deny it all you want to. People hate Teslas all the time. I see videos of people destroying people's Teslas. This is ignorant. But if you don't like something, just stay with what you like and just ignore everything around you. Some people just can't do it, though. They have to hate. There's no other way to say it. But Teslas are great cars, man. And not even just Teslas. EV cars are something that I was skeptical about. But once owning one, I realized the potential that it has. And I'm happy with my configurations of the purchases that I have right now. I'm not going to look back. The plan is to stay EV. I don't know how long I can do it because I do plan on picking up the brand new Charger EV. I don't care what other people say about it. I want to experience as much fun with this stuff as I can, which is why I buy what I want when it comes to these cars. Just like my cell phones, I buy a ton of cell phones because I want to experience as much as I can, and I get a lot of cell phones in. So, and if you're wondering, hey Jay, you've been posting a lot of car stuff. Well, I haven't been posting as much on my car channel about Tesla because, again, those guys on that car channel that I have, they're just full throttle, old school V8. That's what they like. But I've been trying to mix it up a little bit more. So nonetheless, that is where we are with my 2024 Tesla Model 3 Performance. I did order and I got it at the lowest price. I got my Ultra Red. And so I just have to wait. And it has actually been a month at the recording of this video, and I'm willing to wait. I will not be canceling my order knowing that they increased the price already 2 times. I think it's just going to get more and more. And I really will hope that Tesla doesn't make a lot. I wish they wouldn't make too many of them because then obviously, that kind of doesn't make it as special. But they want to make money. They're into making money, and I get it. So I'm going to stick with my order. I've been waiting a little over a day over a month now. So I'm excited still, but I'm glad I got the Model Y when I got it because it helped ease a little bit of the stress of waiting for the Performance Model 3. And so there you have it, man. Oops, hit my ring. There you have it, folks. I'll update you again. There's going to be a lot of content on Teslas. I decided to do like a Tesla Tuesday, where on Tuesdays, it's all about Tesla. But unfortunately, I had I've signed some deals with some, I made some agreements with companies for Tesla products. So you're going to see more Tesla stuff than on Tuesdays. But ultimately, I'll try to keep it to a Tuesday or a Thursday, Tesla Thursday, but Tesla Tuesday just sounds better. But we'll see how this works out. But there will be still continuing on with the, smartphone conversations and everything. I have to do smartphones. That's just what it's about. But I do want to bring you content on Teslas. So I'll share my journeys with you, and you can come along with me and watch me play with all these gadgets and have fun with this stuff. If you would love to do it and you can't, or you just don't want to, you can live vicariously through me because I'm not afraid to pull the trigger. I want to have some fun with this stuff, and we're going to keep this train rolling. So long video for you guys, discussion. I do have the car in my view, and I'm ready to go. So if you ordered a 2024 Model 3 Performance, let me know what your spec is, what your delivery date is, and we'll continue this journey together. I can't wait to see some of your delivery videos. I'm going to be posting mine as well, like I do with my Model Y. And this is going to be fun. The Model 3 Performance from Tesla is going to blow away so many. It's going to make a lot of people mad who has sports cars. Scat packs, Hellcats, I'm saying it, don't even bother. Just don't even bother running up because you will get walked. Be mad if you want to. That's just what's going to happen. Now, you may catch me at some point if I stay in there long enough, but I doubt it because the Model 3 Performance is a 10-second car. High 10s, but I bet if you throw some wheels on the back of that bad boy, it will move out. We'll get deeper into my car once it arrives, but I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.